backwards from 10, 9, 8, 7. We're starting to stream. Or we just wave hello, Sherry. Wave hello. There
Two,
we go.
one.
Okay, sending data. Come on, YouTube. You can do this. Okay, YouTube. I'm ready to play. Here we go. Okay, let's put the music on and let's cue the music and let's start a good show. Here we go. Come on, everybody. Stop being so serious out there. Let's have a little fun. It's the Bonnie D and Sherry M act.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday, it's your day. We're celebrating you in this special
Is it your
way.
birthday? It's not mine. It's not Sherry's. Maybe it's yours. Tell us in the comments. We'll do a shout out to you. Thank you to Suno for this wonderful song. Just a little more. Not the whole 2 minutes. I think we've had enough, Sherry. Let's bring this down. And this is HB2U to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm Bonnie D, creator, producer. Somebody told me I'm an executive producer. And my special guest, the wonderful, absolutely gorgeous Sherry M. How are you today, Sherry?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. You ready for me to read? I'm going to read a sassy introduction today. I hope the
Go ahead.
audience can stand it. I hope they can. Here we go. Pop the confetti. Cue the sass. It's happy birthday to you with bold, badass class. I said that word on LinkedIn. Bonnie D on her Scarlet mic and co-host Sherry M serving celebrity birthday scoops. Each one is a gem. From TikTok starlets to chart-topping kings, we're dishing the tea on fame that blings. Wacky dates and backstage music lore. Buckle up, darling. We've got news galore. What do you think?
Yay.
Yay. Okay. There's a yay. Sherry, I'm going to start with music history events for June
Okay.
26th. I'll read them. Let's take turns doing this and then we'll get to the birthdays. And I think we have a really, really strange, wacky holiday today. So here we go. 1963, June 26th. John Lennon and Paul McCartney composed She Loves You, Yeah. I'm not supposed to sing in a hotel room while they were on tour in Newcastle, England. So there, you can compose good music anywhere. I think it's good music. Sherry, what's the next one?
I want to know who was in the hotel room and knew that. Sorry. 65, The Byrds, Mr. Tambourine Man, which is one of my all-time favorites, went to #1 on the Hot 100, the only song written by Bob Dylan ever to top that chart, which is
Isn't that interesting? Of all the music Bob Dylan
yeah.
has written, that's interesting. 1979, we're shooting forward 14 years. The Village People, YMCA, I never get the letters right, became the first disco act to play at Madison Square Garden. Woot woot. Okay, what do you got next?
88, despite missing 75 days of school her senior year so she could tour, the singer Debbie Gibson, I hope most of you remember her, graduated from Calhoun High School in Merrick, Long Island
Long
with
Island, Long
honors.
Island. Honors.
The previous day, her song Foolish Beat went to #1 in America. So
Well, that's a good thing to celebrate and get your degree there. In 2005, we're coming way closer to modern times, but still 20 years away ago. Pink, everybody knows who Pink is, proposed to her boyfriend, who was a motocross rider named Carrie Hart. She held up a sign while he was racing in Mammoth, California, and the sign said, "Will you marry me?" On the next lap, she added another sign, "I'm serious." He pulled out of the race and said, "Yes." And they got married the next year. I don't know if they're still married. I don't have that information.
or they broke up for a while. They were apart for a number of years, divorced, and then they got back together, and I think they have 2 children.
Well, there you go. So will you marry me again? That was the next sign. What have you got next?
2018, Barry Gibb, and I don't think I knew this, of the Bee Gees, was knighted by Prince Charles at Buckingham Palace.
IW Barry Gibb. There we go. A night. In 2020, we got Bob Dylan in the news again. At age 79, okay, do the math, he became the oldest artist to top the UK albums chart with an album of original songs when Rough and Rowdy Ways hit the top spot. So congratulations. It took all those years for Bob Dylan to get onto that chart. What do you think?
I love Bob Dylan. And I didn't realize he was that old, actually.
Yeah, I know. He's been around a while.
Despite that generation's hard, fast living, their life expectancies turns out to be pretty good.
Yeah. You're thinking of Mick Jagger, aren't you? And people of
I
that ilk.
am.
How did I know? And some of his yes, some of the Stones people. Yes. Interesting.
2021, Bruce Springsteen performed Springsteen on Broadway at the St. James Theater, and he was the first person to perform a full-length show on Broadway since the pandemic hit in 2020, and I'm sure that brought people back to Broadway.
And the
Of course, you
audience,
had to show that you were vaccinated when you went to the
do you
theater.
remember those days when we had to show proof?
Yeah.
I never knew exactly what that proof was supposed to be. I just didn't
I,
go anywhere.
it was loosey goosey.
Yeah. Yeah. You had to bring your card. And what did you,
Card, yes, you had
yes,
to
your,
bring your card. I always carried a picture in my phone of the card.
there you go. It's time for celebrity birthdays. I want you to start off this one because I think you know more about this singer than I do. So why don't you start and I'll finish up with the facts about her. Go ahead.
Ariane Grande.
Ariana, yes.
She was born in 1993. Most people know her today because of her recent fame in the movie, the Wizard of Oz rendition, the musical Wicked. But she is amazing. She has a 4-octave vocal range, and she is just totally dedicated to profession. And Bonnie, when I read your research on her, I was like, well, that makes sense. She manifested it. She said, I manifested it. I knew I would. There was never a doubt in my mind. She was a soloist with the South Florida Philharmonic and other symphonies before that. So she's got quite, I mean, we know her kind of as a rock star, modern singer, songwriter, but she's had quite extensive experience. Her acting debut was in Charlotte on Broadway musical 13 in 2008. I do recall hearing her say, however, that at that point she already wanted to be in Wicked. She knew about Wicked and she coveted that role. She has so many accolades: 2 Grammys, 1 Brit Award, 2 Billboard Music Awards, 3 American Music Awards, 39 Guinness World Records.
What? That must be a
Let me get
world
on this
record in it.
Guinness. Yeah,
Sherry,
I gotta
that's
get
probably
into
a
this.
world record in itself having 39 Guinness records, right?
Right, right.
Okay.
I have to start figuring out how to get into the Guinness World Records because apparently that's the thing. 10 MTV Video Music Awards, Rolling Stone and Billboard list in their greatest artists and vocalists. And I have to agree, she sold 90 million plus records, one of the best-selling music artists of all time. It was Glinda was her name in Wicked.
Yes, in
She's
Wicked with Cynthia Erivo. And by the way, I didn't know that's a two-part movie. The first part came out last year, won all kinds of awards, and the second part is coming out November of this year. The
yeah,
movie grossed $756 million worldwide. It was the all-time highest grossing musical adaptation film. And by the way, she originally saw what she wanted to be. She saw the first stage musical of The Wizard of Oz Wicked when she was 10, and her last name was Ariana Grande Butera. So that's how they credit her in the movie, because that's when she first saw the movie when she
uh,
was 10 years old. She used her full last name, her hyphenated
wow.
last name. What do you think of that? Pretty cool?
She's pretty good. She's very wealthy and she's done a lot already by 32. I'm feeling
Yeah, I know. I know.
unaccomplished.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get into Wikipedia. I'm not worried about the Guinness Book of World Records. We'll work on that later. So let's do some other birthdays. I'm going to start this off. We have three actors who may not know that they could be triplets. They were born different places. They have different roles. Some of them overlap with their credits, and they were all born the same day, the same year. So they're 55 years old. Listen up. I'll do the first one. You do the second. I'll do the third. Nick Offerman played the anti-government bureaucrat Ron Swanson on Parks and Recreation. He was also in 21 Jump Street. He married Megan Mullally. I'm a big fan of hers. And before he was famous, he worked as a fight choreographer and a
Yeah,
master carpenter at the Steppenwolf Theater Company. That doesn't even make sense. So go ahead. Sherry,
I
who's
thought
the
that was
next?
interesting. Born in 1970 also, Sean Hayes, also 55. Actor best known for his role as Jack McFarland on the TV series Will and Grace, and later played the lead role in Sean Saves the World. Pre-fame, he was a classical pianist and music director after studying piano and conducting at Illinois State University.
When we talk to kids today, if we ever talk to kids, say, don't close that door to other opportunities. Look
Yeah.
at what these people were doing. Nick Offerman was a fight choreographer and a carpenter, and now he's in movies, he's in TV. I'm a big fan of Sean Hayes, by the way. I like his this kind of a smirky smile he has. Classical pianist, a conductor, and he played Jack on Will and Grace. And the third birthday boy, if I can say that, same day, June 26, also 55, is very handsome Chris O'Donnell, who was in Batman Forever and Grey's Anatomy, but I know him from, what do I know him from? NCIS Los Angeles, which
Ah,
unfortunately was
yes.
canceled. G. Period Callan. He was on 14 seasons of
That's
NCIS.
crazy.
I know it is. He starred in the comedy spy film Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore. We won't even go into that. But he's got a new role coming up this year. He's going to play Don Sharp with an E on the end of Sharp in the upcoming ABC series 9/11 Nashville. I wonder what that's going to be
That
about.
sounds interesting. Is it a documentary type reality type show or
9/11, no, I think it's a franchise. But interestingly enough, he was discovered when he was cast, he was a model, cast in a McDonald's commercial opposite Michael Jordan. That's when he was discovered for TV. And he's a very good looking guy. So who have we got next? We got one more birthday. It's a girl. Go ahead, Cherry.
Aubrey Plaza? She's 41 now. She's the actress who played April Ludgate in the TV series Parks and Recreation. There's some overlap there with Nick Offerman. They were both in Parks and Recreation. Her debut lead role in a feature film was in 2012 Safety Not Guaranteed, which I've never even heard of, sorry.
Mhm.
Starred in 2016's Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates and was cast in the second season of The White Lotus that I have watched on HBO. Pre-fame, she was an improv student in the Upright Citizens Brigade and had a guest role in 30 Rock in 2006.
And I most recently saw her in a really bad movie with, who is it? De Niro. Yes. And
Really?
it was Bad Grandpa. And it was,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and he ends up marrying her in the end.
Kids love that movie.
Spoiler. Oh, that was a raunchy movie. I was taking screenshots and I won't tell you of what, but you know what, and you know who and where. Anyway, we'll leave that one alone. Happy birthday to all of our June 26th celebrants. And now let's go to our social media stars. You probably don't know any of these people, but in order to
I
get on this list, they have to have at least 1.5 million followers, fans, or subscribers. Or if they don't measure up on that category, they have to have a heck of a lot of views. So I'll start out. We have a
okay.
young lady. She's 19. Can you imagine, Sherry? I'm sorry, only has 650,000 subscribers, as my grandma would say, it should happen to me. But she has 481 million views. Her name is IT apostrophe S underscore Kara, Kara, exclamation point. It's Kara. She posts POV, that's point of view content, and entertainment videos featuring dancing and fun memories with her friends, compilations. But she crochets, Sherry. She has a business. She sells her products on Etsy. Kara, we love you. From beanies to crochet plants and animals. So happy birthday to It's Kara. Who's the next one, Sherry?
TikTok Ashton Ray. Love his screen name. It's Ashtray. He has 1.8 million followers on his Ashtray account. And he's also a point of view content creator who speaks his mind. Started by posting comedy skits, 100,000 plus followers in his first 2 months on TikTok. But
Wait a minute. 100,000 followers in the first 2 months. That's in 8 weeks. How long have you and I been doing?
I have to say, I question some of the followers because there was a time period where you could buy followers.
Oh dear, I didn't think about
Um,
that.
so I don't know if it's real or not or how he got them, but any of these
Interesting.
people, but I mean, it doesn't matter because once you have that number of followers, you go up on the ranks and people see more of your stuff. And
And what do you think a point of view content creator is who speaks his mind? Does he just give
does
opinions on
whatever the hell he
stuff?
pleases.
Okay. Well, we're
Now
kind of
I'm gonna check him out after this.
I think you should. I'll do the next one. On TikTok again, I wanted this person on the list because he has 6 million plus fans. It's Robert Carroll, Carooll. He has comedy videos. He had a video about being a gamer. They didn't say which game, Sherry, and that got 1 point
Gamer videos though.
big time.
Yeah.
1.3 million views. Can you even imagine? I'd be happy for 1,000. He's also a competitive bodybuilder. Placed first in the teen classic physique, and number three, he placed in the men's open classic physique at a Tahoe show for bodybuilders. Oh my. Sherry, who's the next one?
I have to say though, with all these social
Yes.
stars, there's a theme, except for the next one, that the
Yes.
teenagers primarily, they're very young. And they must have had a lot of time on their hands because I don't have time to do it. Next one is Instagram, Sabrina Homoldias.
Home Ideas.
Home
Sabrina Home
Ideas.
Ideas. It
Oh,
sounds like
oh,
a last name.
that's
Yeah.
her screen name,
Yes.
Sabrina Home Ideas.
Yes.
She's 48, so she's in
What? Yeah.
she's a Turkish American influencer, posts lifestyle, home decorating, beauty, fashion content. And I do see a lot of women in that age range doing that on social media. She often posts morning vlog content of her getting tea, Turkish coffee, snacks, and hookah ready on a platter, which I don't
Have you ever had Turkish coffee with the grounds in it?
know, and I don't think I would like it.
It
And
it's pretty interesting. It's pretty the grounds stay in the bottom, but it's very, very
I'm
rich.
trying to figure out why people watch her having coffee and tea.
Well, she's got 1.7 million fans. Maybe
I
it's
know.
because she's all grown up. We have to go on Instagram and see her. We have to
I
watch,
do. I
okay?
do.
We do. We have one wacky national holiday. I'm going to read the first paragraph and I'll let you, and then we'll say goodbye. So here we go. It starts today, June 26th to 29th. And if you're looking for something to do, you can go to the Luling, that's a place, Watermelon Thump Festival in Texas. So everybody get your plane tickets. It's only 4 days starting today, so you better get there. The main event is, you ready for it? Sherry, you have a towel or a mask on? Okay. Remember Gallagher? This is a watermelon seed spitting contest. It started back in 1954 when the principal of the elementary school, Herman Allen, wanted to celebrate and honor the farmers and encourage the watermelon market in Luling, Texas. Just so you know, to get your plane ticket right, it's Luling. The festival now has live music, food booths, seed spitting contests, a parade, pageants, auctions, car shows, and it only gets 30,000 people a year. Sherry, do you have any more about this you want to tell
Uh,
us?
It's a Guinness World Record was set for the first time in Luling in 1989 for the longest watermelon seed spit. The record of 65 feet, that's a lot. 4 inches, 65 feet, 4 inches was made by John Wilkinson, a festival attendee from Houston, Texas. And that same year, Lee Wheelis, a local from Luling, broke this record, spitting 68 feet, 9 and 1/8 inches. That's crazy. Watermelon Seed Spitting Week is here to have people prepare for the fun-filled festival while they enjoy and celebrate all the benefits of watermelons. The thing I don't get is why did you have to encourage people to eat watermelons? They're great.
I know. I know. And you know what? When I get a chance to buy watermelons here, I can't buy a big one because it's just me, but I'll buy if they have a piece of it.
Yeah,
Sherry, I buy the seedless
me
watermelons.
too. Me too. I can't even practice to compete in this.
Could you imagine spitting seeds? How far was that one again? How far did they
68
go?
feet was the longest, 68 feet, 9 and 1/8 inches.
How do you practice? Do you have a yard you have to go out on a road that's
How do they
68?
measure that? I mean, imagine, you know how it is following a baseball when it's hit.
I know.
Imagine
Or a golf
that's
ball.
the seed.
A golf ball. You watch a golf tournament, sometimes you can't see
Yeah.
where the ball. How would you follow a little tiny seed? And how do you, anyway?
It's suspect. It's suspect.
Well, it's been around since 1954. I think we have to respect it and not suspect it, Sherry. That's it for the June 26th birthdays. Do you know anybody with a birthday today you want to do a shout out, or we just say to
I don't know
everybody?
anybody with a birthday today. How about you?
No, I don't. I don't. But I'm waiting for people to write in the comments that it's their birthday, and we'll be happy to do a belated shout out next
Or if you
time.
have one coming up and you want to be shouted
Yeah.
out?
Yeah, you are going to be back with me, I think, next week, the week
Yep.
before July 4th, and Mary Nunley is going to be my co-host one day, and Bob Ficken is on the list to co-host. He's in California, so we got to work on the time not to get him up too early. And I'm looking for co-host because Sherry's a busy lady and she can't do it every day, and I've got other shows going on. But we'd love to have some other people come and join me for co-host, and we'll even Sherry, if you just tap your right shoulder, can you tap your right shoulder, please? There you go. See, Sherry's name is in the balloon there. Your name will go in the balloon. So that's my gift to you. So I'm going to put the music on and we're going to say happy birthday to everybody who is celebrating today. Or if you know somebody, give them a hug from I'm Bonnie D. And you're?
Jerry M.
There we go. Here we go with the music. Brings back my disco memories.
Yeah. Me too.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your day.
It's your day.
We're
Celebrate.
celebrating
You in a special way right here.
Shine.
You shine
Laugh and smile.
and smile
We're celebrating you in style.
in style. And we're just going to end this party now. And Sherry, it's been real. And wave goodbye to social. And we'll see you again real soon.